Congratulations, sir. You shouldn't have been charged in the first place. Complete joke. He was out celebrating the other night with his lawyers at some bar in New York. Just looked like he was super happy, but I'm sure it's not over yet. He's got civil lawsuits coming, stuff like that. But I want to go over what BLM is talking about now, because when emotions get involved with things, they're game changers. And that's what's happened with the reaction to Daniel Penny. There has been a group of BLM people in New York who have called it a modern day lynching. Logically, that's extremely wrong. Emotionally, I mean, you can say whatever you want because it's not necessarily true. Your emotions cater to yourself. But let me give you an example as far as what I'm talking about in terms of having logic versus being emotional and delusional. These BLM people are saying, oh man, screw Daniel Penny. It's a modern day lynching, all this stuff. Well, where is the accountability in terms of your side? Are you able to have accountability? Is that something you can legitimately look inside and say, you know what? If this dude didn't go on the bus and say, oh, I'll just kill everybody here, nothing would have happened. If he didn't say, well, I'm just over it, I'll go to jail for the rest of my life. If he didn't do that, do you legitimately think Daniel Penny would have been like, oh man, I got to choke this dude out? The answer is no. But that's never owned by organizations like BLM. It's always, what did you do? Oh, you choked somebody out. Oh man, you're a racist. You're a problem. Let's ignore everything that happened before that caused you to do that. Let's just look at exactly what you did. It's the same thing in the past when a police officer has shot somebody who's black and BLM picked it up. They just focus on the legitimate, what happened? Well, a black person was shot by a police officer, not, well, the black person tried to stab the officer in the neck and then he was shot. No, they just forget that part. The leader of the chapter of BLM in New York decided to speak on this, and this dude is just about as delusional as anybody else.
It's like everybody else seeks justice on their own, just like everybody else has vigilantes. We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
People want to choke you guys and kill you guys for being loud, okay? Well, how about we have a little logic inserted into this? What exactly was he loud about? He was saying that he was going to kill people. Sir, I don't know what your name is. I don't really care to learn it. But if someone came to your house today, sat on your porch and was yelling at you and your family saying, hey, I'm going to kill you, and wouldn't leave, would you act? Would you try to kick him out of your yard? Probably kick his ass, probably choke him out, maybe even shoot him? If your answer is no, you're probably a pretty, I don't know, I guess feminine kind of man. And based on the reaction of all of this, it sounds like you just need to act a little bit more like a man. Take accountability for things. So guys, while we're talking about somebody who clearly needs to, I don't know, become more masculine in life, stop with all this soft stuff. Have you guys ever wondered what happened to Chuck Norris? I recently saw a video he made and I was legitimately shocked. He's in his 80s, but he's still kicking ass, working out, staying active. Some people would argue that he's stronger than ever and he's still got time to play with his grandkids after all that working out. He did this by making one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. So Chuck made a video explaining everything. Make sure you go watch it after you're done watching my video today. There's gonna be a link below the video. It will honestly change the way you think about your health. It's chuckdefense.com/heavy. You can click on the link below the video. Go watch it after you're done here. It is truly impressive. This is the mother of the guy who was choked out by Daniel Penny. Listen to this.
We're in that courtroom and people are cheering for the verdict. They made the loudest noise. The judge did nothing. But when his father spoke out, they put him out the courtroom. Is that justice?
So the mother here made it sound like they just, I don't know, kicked him out of the courtroom for no reason.
We saw some emotion from Daniel Penny when he learned his fate. He smiled in that courtroom. His defense attorney started clapping, and this was obviously a very joyous moment for the defense. But for Neely supporters, there was anger. When the defense attorney started clapping, Jordan Neely's father said, quote, "Are you trying to get effing killed?" An activist in the courtroom also started making loud threats, one of them saying, quote, "It's a racist effing country."
Sounds like maybe it was a pretty good reason, you know? He's handing out death threats to Daniel Penny's attorneys. This is what I mean by lack of accountability. You want to remove the parts that you have involved with it, and you want to say, well, what did you do in response to what I did? Because what I did doesn't matter, just what you did is the thing that matters. It doesn't even make sense talking about it. That's how stupid this is. So anyways, the leader of the BLM chapter decided to say that he thinks that they need vigilantes.
Just like everybody else has vigilantes.
Okay, bud, I'll agree with you on this one. If you ever hear a person, a white person, an Indian person, anybody who's not black, because that's what you guys make it about. It's all black. If it's a white person, we wouldn't hear a peep out of you guys. But if you're on a bus and a white person comes in and says, hey, I'm going to kill everybody on there, I would absolutely love it if you restrain that person. And if they died because you restrained them because they were threatening to kill people, so be it. Or are you surprised I said that, BLM leader over there? I believe in self-defense, and I believe in protecting people, no matter what color you are. I don't care if the dude was black, white, green, orange, purple, whatever. If he is threatening to kill people, someone is not required to sit and wait to see if he does kill somebody before they act. You would have the same exact response if it was you and your family on that bus.
You want to do something about this verdict? Then you go into your neighborhood and you promote black unity. Black people, we are all we have. This system protects every other group except for the very people that built this country.
Say it.
There is no love for black people. There is no love in the system. How can you make a moral appeal to a people that have no moral code?
Can I honestly just give you guys some advice? I do a lot of reading, so every once in a while, quotes from books pop into my head, or simple logic on life. The more that you focus on something, the more that you put it out into the world, the more other people will focus on it as well. That's what goes on with this BLM stuff. That's what goes on with this racism stuff. If you blame everything that happens to you on racism, on the fact that you're black, on the fact that you think everybody doesn't like you, that is forever going to be the reason that you look at. Now, I believe in change. Why not remove something that is not there? It's fake. Racism's fake. The fact that you say people hate black people in like major quantities, that's fake. Look at the situation and legitimately have accountability and say, yeah, we screwed this up. Or focus on anything other than the race aspect. Then you will get somewhere with people. Then you will have conversations with people. But when you do this and you say, oh man, everyone hates black people and racism and oh man, they lynched him. It's like having a conversation with a toddler. Like, okay man, okay, you're right, sure. Yep, he was racist because he choked a black guy out on a bus who was threatening to kill people. But yep, he's racist, brother. Sure, yep, go yell it on the streets. Like you almost feel sorry for him because there's a sense of stupidity involved with this. Like, are you really not that self-aware to where you can look at the situation and say, okay, he was threatening people on this train. Someone acted. It's on the dude who was threatening people. What happens after that? You can't do that. It just has to come out as, this is racist, brother. Okay, well, we're never going to get anywhere with this stuff in this country.